I need assistance with Viking oven error codes.
Given how much it cost, you'd expect the oven to not only know what was wrong with it but fix itself, too.
I would be afraid of smart appliances calling for service, especially if they give errors that could be caused by several different things.
I understand the problem because even many Viking user manuals don't include a section on error codes, though they are full of advice on how to set up the oven correctly to bake right.
This isn't the case of it not doing convection defrost until you turn off the temperature control, and I hate how their solution to problems like undercooking and burning is follow the recipe or change out the pans.
The Viking ovens will flash the word probe when the roast gets to the desired temperature before issuing a tone and turning off.
That's not an error but an informational notice.
Their double ovens have problems with the bottom one overheating and knocking out both control boards.
A double oven is twice what I need, unless the one I have isn't working. If that model means I end up with all or nothing, no thanks.
When the oven just stops working, chances are with the Viking that the control board needs to be replaced.
That's rather expensive unless it is still under warranty.
Viking's warranty is only around 6 months unless you bought the extended warranty, and with many of the control board failures, you don't get an error, just an oven that stops working.
My oven seems not to keep the right temperature but it doesn't say why.
If it cycles off while you're cooking and the temperature sensor isn't the problem, you may need to replace the thermostat, sensor or control board.
I can verify temperatures by putting my own thermostat in there.
If the broilers won't light in any condition, it is more likely a mechanical issue than a control board problem. Their igniters not igniting is a common problem, too.
I don't have a gas oven. It is electric.
If you get the F2 error code, it is probably the oven sensor.
That could be a wiring issue. You implied it could be a control board problem, too. Unfortunately, you can't calibrate their ovens to try to fix it.
So check the resistance of the sensor, which should be about 1100 ohms. Very high resistance means replace the sensor, while no resistance means it has shorted.
Shorting could mean replace the wiring too.
If the unit just blinks at you like an SOS, it is most likely burned out capacitors in the board or relays.
Nothing quite that dramatic except blowing the budget towardering out because we can't cook dinner in the oven.
The F01 error code is usually a bad temperature sensor. If that doesn't work, replace the control board.
And I thought it was bad when the default tech support solution was reboot the control board.
The F0 error code is always the control board gone bad, while F08 is a sensor or fan problem.
What do you do with FF?
Reboot and hope that fixes it. And call and wait for service if it doesn't.